It's huge.
So here, yes, we have I didn't expect to have this.
Look at that. It's a huge thing.
So this is also a radish, actually, which I guess he didn't want to produce. I wanted to do the same as the beginning with these flowers and this fruit, and I think it just wait a bit longer than the other one and decide to get a bit more fat, and and now we can see that it will start to grow also in flowers and produce fruit also. But here I don't really want to eat. I don't really want to bring this fruit to the temple. I mean the fruit of this radish, because it will be interesting to keep the seeds of it.
Yes,
because it's also very big one. Maybe we'll have a lot of big one next year.
So that was one of my questions. You started with biological seed, or
yes.
because otherwise, if you start with hybrid, it won't produce any seed.
Exactly. Yes. Right? All the seeds are coming from organic seed shop.
Yes.
And I mean. Most of them, but there is also a lot that I harvest from last year, and the goal would be also to be self-sufficient with the seeds. So harvesting.
That's the real thing. Right?
Yes, that will
otherwise,
be to complete the cycle. Yes.
Yeah. The modern agro industry, they have created hybrid seeds, which create plants that do not produce any seeds. So therefore, they force you to buy their seed every year.
Yes.
Which is big cheating. Right? Big cheating. And interfering with nature, trying to make money of it, and we just really need real seeds. So
yes, and also they will really acclimatize to here, and so they will be like Radhadesh seed in the long term, and they will be more healthy on this soil.
I see. You get a particular brand which is adapted to your environment,
to the
here,
soil and environment,
to the soil and the climate and
exactly,
whatever. So the normal groundwater table here at Radhadesh is like how much under the ground, the water?
I think you mean
the groundwater.
The groundwater, I don't really know actually. I don't know how deep it is. Rick would know maybe.
Yeah, it's just a question.
Yes, but it's very interesting soil, because normally it's not such a fertile soil that we have in this area.
Yeah.
But because of the good work of the devotee the last years, it's very fertile part of the garden.
Okay.
So that's very nice to do all this experiment on the very good soil.
Let's have a look at the garden.
Yes. Do we go this way?
I think
it's quite practical, eh?
So here we are having the former tunnels, which then in the beginning of the winter were tunnels.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And we're going.
So in this bed we have what we call the milpa, or the Three Sisters. It's an association of three veggies that really help each other to grow. It's the corn or maize.
Okay, corn.
The courgette over here.
And the courgette
or zucchini.
Zucchinis.
And here we can see the bean.
And beans.
Climbing beans
corn,
or bush beans.
And beans.
Yes.
And if you put those three together, then what happens?
They will help each other to grow in a way that the corn will just start to grow and to be quite high.
Yeah, the corn goes high.
Yes, and the bean, like you can see already here, will just go around the corn. Yes.
Yeah, I was just going to say, where are the beans going to grow?
Yes.
The beans get shoots.
Yeah, exactly. And
you need a string.
Yes, and that's why here maybe I plant them a bit earlier, a bit too much early, because we can see that they are growing very fast. Yes. But they will find a way. Like sometimes they use another bean to grow also a little bit.
They grow on their own bean.
And so the corn just bring this support to the bean, and the bean in exchange is catching some nitrogen in the air and putting it in the soil. It's actually the roots of the plant is doing that.
So the bean puts nitrogen in the soil.
Yes, and most of the fertilizer they have nitrogen.
All nitrogen is essential.
Yes.
Like in India, we'll see that in the winter they grow a crop just to bring nitrogen in the soil.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes,
Like
exactly.
different crops,
Yeah.
mustard seeds, some crops
Yeah.
are actually bringing nitrogen into
Yes.
the soil.
Yes, exactly. And the co-manures also
And
has
the
a lot
cow
of
manure brings
nitrogen.
nitrogen.
Yes.
And then of course artificial fertilizer is
Yes.
all about nitrogen.
Yes, does it
But
too.
then they put in so much nitrogen that after a while they burn out the soil.
Exactly, yeah.
So here you don't have to let the land rest for every once in a while.
That would be better. But instead of doing that, like there is many way to regenerate the soil and
Okay.
to keep the nutrient inside. For example, first way of doing it, of course, it's when we harvest something in the plant, we try to leave the maximum of the plant in the soil.
Yes.
So, because, for example, it's not the case here, but if we want to harvest broccoli, we don't cut the full plant, we just cut the little broccoli, and then the rest we will just let it die on the bed where we took it.
Okay.
And
So
then
you get nitrogen from the plant.
yes, and because the plants just grow from the nutrient inside that spot in the soil,
Yeah.
then they will just give it back when they will die. They will just give it back to the place where they grew up.
Okay.
So that's one way of doing it. But
Okay, so the plant itself, you just leave the roots in, and you basically cut the broccoli off the plant, take
Yes.
the broccoli, and then leave the rest of the plant in.
yes,
And that until it's sort of completely
rotten
dissolves,
and
dissolves
yes,
into the ground, and then there's not a point in time where you dig it all in. You're not like at the beginning of the winter, starting with an empty bed and then turning
No,
it all around.
no, I mean I hope not, because we already did it this year and it was quite intense working, of course.
Yeah.
The goal would be to keep the bed shaped that way, and so that's why also I start in the greenhouse to put this wooden frame.
Wooden boards.
Yes.
on the side. Yes.
And just to keep the soil, the bed in that shape,
Uh-huh.
and because we don't want to add anything on the soil every year, we do also like a crop rotation. So it means that these 3 or 4 different kind of veggies,
Yeah.
we will not plant them again on the same bed during 6 years,
Okay.
because there is 6 other design that's
Yeah.
they are rotating years after
So
years.
you rotate the different vegetables on different beds.
Yes.
Then you hope that you don't have to
Yes,
dig
then
up the soil and turn
yeah,
it over.
exactly.
build
And
the beds.
yes, and years after year we are sure that we won't make the soil without any kind of nutrient, specific
Yes,
nutrient, because every plant have a specific diet also. So yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
The little one here is celery, by the way,
Okay, some
which
celery.
grew very well with the 3 sisters, the milpa.
Okay, these are
Yeah.
called 3 sisters, and then a little celery
Yes.
here and there.
The little brother, maybe.
Yeah, okay, 3 sisters and a little brother called celery. So the sisters, let's repeat it again, were corn, beans,
And zucchini.
and zucchini.
But I put also pumpkins, so it's the pumpkins family.
Pumpkins family. Same.
Yes.
And squash family. And
Yes.
squash, really.
Yes, because we didn't say it, but the good point of the squash family, it will just cover the soil completely, because it's generally a big plant. Like we have zucchini here,
Yeah.
and we have pumpkins here,
Yeah.
and they will do the job of the mulch. So
Yes,
that's the
okay.
advantage to
Okay.
put them all together.
Right,
Yes.
right. Okay, very good. And I'm walking against something that reminds me of.
Yes.
What is it like there? It's fennel or what
It is. Yes, it's fennel. So it's almost ready to harvest.
Yeah.
So I think during 1 week we'll have fennel soup in the morning.
Well, that's very good.
But it's good to mix it with other veggies anyway from the garden. In the
Yeah,
soup,
it's
and-
healthy. Fennel, very
Yes.
healthy.
Yes.
Definitely.
And
Okay.
in that bed there is also carrots.
In this same bed.
Yes,
you have
we can.
carrots,
Yes.
But
we-
they are still very small.
Yes, we can not barely see them. They didn't sprout yet because I planted them quite recently.
Yeah.
But every line, then we can guess on the bed.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's a line of carrots.
And you're planting, and you just throw the whole line seeds. Or
Yes.
or you're just pushing in a few seeds every distance?
Carrots, yes. Carrots doesn't need, of course, to be on the seedling table.
Yeah.
We put the seeds in those line,
Yeah, just in the line.
and we just cover it with a little bit of soil.
Nice.
We water it, and we just wait a little
I
bit.
see.
Yeah.
And then with other seeds, like for example, I have experience with melons. We just put like 2 seeds every 15 centimeters.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yes. Because they need a lot more space.
They need space and the
Yes.
shoots and they grow
Oh,
out.
yes.
Yes.
2 seeds, not 1.
No, they always put 2.
Yeah. In case if
In
one
case
doesn't.
one fails.
Yes. Yes, that's interesting too. I think I put 4 melons inside the greenhouse, but because they took a lot of room inside the greenhouse, I couldn't put more. But I'm sure it won't be enough for the community.
Yeah. Here's Rick. Good, we can
Oh, yes.
catch him also. Anyway, he's showing some people. Okay, that's very good.
Yeah.
And then we'll catch Rick after.
Yeah.
So here we have the carrots and the fennel, then there we have the 3 sisters and the little brother, and
Yes.
then we will swap and put the
Yes.
3 sisters and little brother in the bed of the fennel and the carrots. Right?
Yes. That's.
And in this way we get some variety. That's good.
Yeah.
And the soil gets then nurtured in a natural way.
Yeah.
Here you have not put boards along the beds.
No, not yet. But
But
that's.
you're gonna do that?
Yes,
Yeah?
I think it will be very nice. Then we don't need to do the work every year
Yes.
to shape the
yes,
bed
yes,
again.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too.
Mhm.
Yeah, experienced
Yes, of
with our melon
doing the
farm
Ah,
making
yes.
the beds.
Yes,
There's a lot
that's
of
really big work, and
Yeah, there's a lot of beds. I remember.
especially when we have to do this work in winter time, it's
Yeah.
never so good.
Yeah, because that's the sort of the winter work, right? You
Yes.
prepare the ground, you set up the beds,
Yes.
and then just at early spring
Early
you
spring you
start to put the seeds
Yes.
and all these things, and then then your tunnels
Yeah.
to sort of create a warm
Hmm.
atmosphere so your seeds can sprout in the fields.
Yes.
Right?
And yes.